Hello, everyone. And I wanted to make a video just to kind of talk about a really important topic, a really important concept, something I hear a lot and kind of makes me quite sad to hear it. But essentially, I want to talk about just the stress of ranking up, the pressure of trying to make infinite, reach your goals, in Marvel Snap and stuff like that, and just the nature of it, and really how I feel it's just maybe not necessary and not really important in the grand scheme of like how you want to be approaching this game and really games in general, and really all that extra things. I know you guys come to this channel to learn concepts, learn tips, really figure out how to get better. But that doesn't mean you should force yourself to have to reach like a specific arbitrary goal. The main point, or the main important factor, is that you're learning, you're growing, you're getting better. It doesn't mean you have to become the best. You have to hit this like infinite rank. And just a lot of people let that pressure get to them, let that pressure affect their mood, let that pressure affect their games, right? You play differently because you want to hit this goal. You play differently because you're tilted, tired, and still pushing yourself. I want to say like being high rated doesn't really mean much, right? I would say it's not that be all end all. Yes, it's gonna feel good to hit your goals and whatnot, but as long as you're getting better, that's the real goal. You should always be pushing yourself. It's not necessarily like I need to have the highest rating. I need to hit the infinite rank. You just want to be growing, getting better. And I see a lot of comments on stream like, "Oh my god, I lost a ton of ranks. I'm so mad at myself. Oh, I won't make it. Da 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 da." And that's not really what I want you guys to be focusing on, right? When I started playing, when I started like really understanding games, it was never because I had a goal of being the best or anything. My goal was always to get better, right? Just understand more concepts, understand more strategies, get better in the games I play. And over time, right, and consistency and keeping that mindset, that developed into other games, developed into a pattern of learning where I could now learn concept quickly, not get too tilted by variance RNG, and really focus on the things that make you better. And that's really like how you excel. It's not this pressure to be the best that lets you get there. A lot of times when I'm doing well, I don't even realize it. I'm not that's not my focus. I'm not like looking at my rank. I'm just like trying to understand the game, trying to get better. And then later on I'll realize, oh, I did pretty well that session, or I did pretty well over this period of time. And I just think that it's helpful to be reminded that just because you're like low, or like rank 60, doesn't mean you're a bad player, right? It doesn't mean that, oh, you can't become infinite, or you can't learn the game and understand concepts, right? People will have good good RNG and bad RNG, right? People will have cars you don't have access to, right? Just because they have, you know, tons of Series 5s and really strong decks, does that mean they're a better player than you? Theoretically, no, right? Like they just have maybe more options than you have. And that can be a limiting factor. That can really be the difference between you making infinite or not. And it's not that necessary for you to have all this pressure on yourself. And sometimes, when I'm listening to people and how they talk, right, I just get a little sad because it's like, I feel that you're struggling in the game, but that's not how you get better, right? Like that's not how you're going to succeed here. You want to just focus on your growth, right? I like the first season you play this game, you by no means have to hit infinite, and especially the season after 600 really tends to surprise people how much harder it is than the season before, right? Like the first season, it's possible to like hit infinite pretty easily, But then you go into the season after you hit the collection 600 and you fight everyone, tons of infinite players, and it's like, wow, this is so much harder. The game just changed completely. So um, I just wanted to make a video just kind of encouraging you, letting you know, I know you guys are here to learn, and we're definitely going to focus on learning, but you don't have to go from 0 to 100, right? It's a growth, it's a journey, and I don't want you guys just putting all this pressure to reach your goals, right? The goal should be to learn, to get better, and you shouldn't have to, stay up at night because you didn't hit infinite, or play, nonstop the last week because you want to hit infinite, right? Like, if you're learning and you're getting better, the next season you're going to hit infinite. The next season, it's going to be a lot easier. Next season, you're going to be able to identify scenarios where you wouldn't have been able to succeed and find the right path forward. So this is just a quick reminder, right? I've been doing a ton of educational content, and I hear people's success stories, but I also hear the stories of disappointment, of tilt, of bad swings, bad variance, and I just kind of want to let you guys know that that's okay, right? Like, I don't necessarily look or compare people's ratings and say, oh my god, I'm not gonna listen to that person because they're low rated, right? There, people have everyone has something to contribute, and there are so many things that I don't think about in my games that I hear from chat, right? And they're like, wow, that was a great idea. That was something I wasn't even thinking about. So it's just interesting, and it's just something I want to put out in the world just to make sure that you guys aren't fully consumed with this aura of like hitting a number or hitting this arbitrary goal. It can take time, and you can take your time with this game, right? Like, the seasons are every month or so, and there's always time to get better, get more options, get new cards, really figure out how you want to play your deck. So this is just it's good in this game, but it's also good in life. So I figured now is a good time as any. I wanted a nice short video, and it really fit the vibe I wanted to post today. So just keep that in mind. Keep pushing, keep trying, but don't get exhausted, and don't get saddened by bad downswings and things like that, right? Like, it's not always instant success, with almost anything. So just keep learning, keep growing, and I definitely believe in all of you guys. Definitely believe in just the people that come here, right? You guys have an attitude and a mindset to learn, and that's really a very powerful tool. So just keep it up, keep growing. Don't let the pitfalls stop you, and that's really all I wanted to say. And I hope you guys do well. Hope you guys have a wonderful, beautiful day. Take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and I'll see you guys in the next one.